Hi, everybody. Of course, we're live now. We're going to be waiting for Matty Tarot to come in. How is everyone? Hi, Yasmina. How are you? Um, I know it's Wisdom Wednesday, but I'm going to do what's in your cup. I've got to show my mug off. Look at it, it's got a haunted house on the top. If you've got it, let me turn around. Now it's hot coffee, and it says haunted. Isn't that cute? So anyway, I just have to take the lid off, which keeps it nice and warm, and then I can drink some hot coffee tonight. Anyway, how fun is that? You had cold coffee? Um, I don't like cold coffee. And I know people get these really great drinks and stuff, but I go, I need it warm. So anyway, we'll let some people get in here. Is everybody ready for Halloween? My goodness, it's just about time for that. FYI, I'm throwing a party Saturday, and it is my son's book launch because his book, Adam's Universe, this one here. Now, this is the proof because it's got that stripe across there. The books are being shipped tonight, so I should get them tonight. So Adam's Universe is on Amazon right now. In about a week, it'll be available at Barnes and Noble or any bookstore to order. But it's a great book, you guys. It's a fun sci-fi read. We had somebody in their kind of latter 20s get a hold of it and loved it and wanted more. So anyway, a good sci-fi adventure, but autism awareness book. Great for educators or for libraries, things like that, or any person that wants to see the challenges of autism and being overcome. And the people in this that have challenges in their life, they become the superheroes in the universe. So anyway, Adam's Universe is out right now. We would love it if you purchase a copy. It's 99 cents for an ebook. It's got comic strips in it, by the way. And also it is $11.99 for paperback. Now, hardcover is very expensive, and that's because it's on premium paper with color. So, and there's Maddie. I'm showing Stephen's book.
Hi.
It's out for purchase now.
Okay.
And I know. And if it wasn't your birthday Saturday, or you can always come by and get free food because the party's Saturday.
Oh, okay.
I know
I
it's your
have a
birthday.
I have an event on Saturday, but what time is it going to?
It's going to be 4 p.m. and I'm renting a famous movie. I guess I could say it, Beetlejuice. I'm going to rent it and have it for the kids or whoever in the living room. And I just ordered all the catered food today.
Oh, I love
So
it.
there's food. Anyway, it's going to be fun.
That sounds fun.
Okay, so I
Hi,
didn't go over
everybody.
anything yet.
That's fine.
Okay, so I did show this, Maddie. My haunted house is on top of my mug, and it's, oh, let me turn it. So I'll take the lid off, and it says, if you've got it, haunted. So I got my
I
hot
love that.
coffee. Yeah, that was a fun one.
I love that. That's so
I
good.
love finding those things.
If you
How
got
are
it,
you?
haunt it.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I've
Great.
had a good day.
Great. That's good. It was a
And
beautiful day here.
we missed you on Monday.
I'm sorry. I'm very challenged with my health right now, guys. I got
Oh,
to be honest. Any prayers or sending healing is great, but
yes.
take care of your health, and that's what I was trying to do. So sorry I missed everybody.
No. You need to
Oh,
do what you need to do, and I
thank you.
support that, and I am sending you all the healing in the world.
Oh, thank you. I've got, I did the cards. I'll look at my health. So I'm okay. I feel okay. I just got to keep working on it. So let's go over some of these things as I have my security come up. Crazy stuff. We have had crazy stuff here, Maddie. We had this lady speed down the road, down the hill,
Mm-hmm.
and she hit a trash can right across the street from me, jumped the curb, and ended up in on top of these big boulders for landscaping, hanging there. This was yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's crazy. I have alert. I think those are Stephen's books that are just being delivered. So, of course. So anyway, yeah, lots going on here, crazy stuff, but nobody was hurt. Thank goodness.
Well, yeah, that's
So
good. Wait, so this happened to who?
some lady driving away probably from the school, and unfortunately for her, the witness said she was going too fast. One of the neighbors said might be on her phone, and so she
yeah.
she ripped the whole the front of the car gone. It was just
Oop,
really awful.
there we go.
Awful. There you are. Okay,
I don't
let's
know
go
why
over.
that was an accident. Sorry.
Let's go over this stuff. So you need to be 18 or older to get a reading, please. If you post your comment or request, don't put anybody's proper name in, otherwise we won't select it. So use something like person of interest or a relative or an ex or, something like that, love interest, whatever you want to do. We'll connect to that energy. Okay. Also, please go to Matty Tarot on YouTube and subscribe. And you can do psychic fixes as well, or Facebook like psychic fixes. And also, very important, I see so many people in here right now. Please go and give a little heart or a little thumbs up or something for this particular broadcast, because that will help us go places, which is really, really good. No legal, no health questions, including pregnancy. And I think that's most of it right there. These are free readings. We both believe strongly that it shouldn't be a block to have money, a blockage to get a good reading. So we're here to give you a good free readings. If you want to tip us for a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, you can. Our pay links are scrolling, but as Matty says, in the end of the day, these are free readings. So anyway, we're going to go ahead, and this is how we work. I use a Rider-Waite tarot deck. I will only use that. I can look at 3 months. I can look at 1 month for you, a particular month this year. I can do general readings or whatever your question is. Matty does yes/no questions with his pendulum. And Matty, what else are you going to use tonight?
Tonight I've got my tarot, the Muse Tarot, and I've got the Tarot de Luz. I've got charms. I do yes/no pendulum questions, and I've got where is it? My Prism Oracle deck, and of course my lovely inner guidance messages.
Oh, those two things, the inner guidance and the charms, that's my favorite thing that you do. I just realized I don't have water. I only have scalding hot coffee. I may have to get water. We'll see. Okay, how it's going to go is that we're going to...
Wait, I wanted to show you something, Debbie. My
Yeah.
mom gave me all these stickers, and I think they're so cute. Let me... Where's some?
Show.
Hey, look at this one.
Ooh.
Isn't that cute?
There is.
And they're like holographic,
yeah, I
and
like that.
there's like a bunch of different...
Oh, that's a neat one, yeah.
Yeah.
You have a cool mom. You really do.
She's pretty cool. Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Let me see. Wait, where is it? There was one I really wanted to show you.
You know what the thing about stickers are? Because I had some in my hand yesterday, and I'm like, oh, I like them, but I'm not going to stick them on anything. What am I going to do with them? That's a sticker? That's neat.
Isn't that cool? I don't know what I'm going to do with them either, but I mean...
back in the day, the kids had sticker
something.
albums. Do you remember sticker albums? You're too young.
I don't.
And the kids would collect stickers and stick them in their little sticker album. And
I collected Pokemon cards.
They had a place,
Yeah, I collected Pokemon cards.
Oh, I have some. Some of them are worth money. I watch those shows.
I have
I'm like,
all I have all of oh, this one's cool. This is a bat. Look at that. It's a bat.
oh, that's cute.
I
Ooh,
have
Bambo.
all of the like original Pokemon cards, the holographic ones, all the rare ones, and they're like the first generation and I mean, they're not brand new. The only way they're worth a lot of money is if they're like brand
Oh.
new and
Mhm.
like unopened, you know? But I mean, mine are because I was a kid when I got them, but like I have all the like legit
Mm.
original Pokemon cards. I gave them all to my nephew a long time ago, so he's got this binder of just like
Your
I
nephew
look
goes and cashes in, gets millions of dollars.
right. No, well, good for him if he does, and he
Yeah.
can keep it. But like I think back on it, and I'm like, dang, like I wish I would have known like how much I would
Oh,
have
yeah.
missed that because I've thought
Oh,
about it a few times and been like, I would love to have that book, but like I'm glad he's enjoying it. So.
I don't think I collected anything as a kid because everything, costs money. I liked my comic books. Richie Rich, Little Audrey, um, you know, some Archie. I was too young for the Archie, but yeah, fun. Okay, now we have gotten all that out to the public. How we're going to work is we're going to alternate. So we're going to go pick someone, and when I am picking someone, I will put their name in the post. So be looking for your post and hang around. If we don't get to you, repost your request down at the bottom. So we're going to be going back and forth. So we're going to go choose some people right now.
Alrighty, yes. I would yeah, you weren't here on Monday, Debbie, and I was just I was it was funny because there was like a moment where a lot of spam started coming through. And like it wasn't like regular spam. It was so weird. It wasn't like regular spam. It was like it wasn't like people like spamming the comments like with like the same
Yeah.
emoji or like all that stuff that we normally see. It was like people they were like spamming it was like a trove of people spamming insults. I was like, what is going on? It was kind of funny though, but I couldn't keep up with it and keep doing the reading. And so it was just funny because somebody even
Oh,
said they were like what they say. They were like, "Can you delete the spam?" And I was like,
oh.
"I'm trying. I'm
It's
trying."
it's so hard to do that, but there's 2 of us, and, so we get to do that, but what I do is I go in to it, and then I get to the root of where they are, and I take them out, and they're not gonna get to go back, they're gonna have the same IP address probably, because
Yeah.
I'm taking care of the people in different countries, and this kind of stuff can just be kids or whatever. And so we'll be watching for that. You guys can always yell spam, and we will grab it and take them out. Okay. All right.
I had to put that up
What
because
foster puppy?
this
The one that you showed me a picture of?
I know I got a foster puppy. Where is she? Is she in here?
Oh,
There she is. Yeah, she's in here. Hold on. I'll show you, Debbie.
okay.
But
I
in the
gotta
meantime,
see.
go pick someone for a reading.
Okay. I'm going to do Yasmina, 3-month reading. Yasmina, I'll be looking at October, November, December, January. Okay. We're going to throw January in there. We're going to chase the dog. Camera shy dog. Sorry, you guys. I mean, this is our real life, and I need to see the dog. Oh, I need to see the dog. So, Tammy, you'll get your. Oh, Tammy's just talking about foster puppy. Okay. I'll be doing Yasmina. Oh, look at the ears. Oh,
This is
you get
Opal.
to name the dog
This is Opal.
Opal. Hi,
And she's a
Opal.
sweetie. She's so
Hi,
pretty.
baby.
She's
Oh,
got her little coat on.
oh, how cute! But she's got that cute little Gremlins ears.
She's so well
Gremlins
behaved.
movie. So
She's
cute.
staring at she's staring at herself on the screen, on the big screen.
Oh, another dog.
Yeah, that's you.
Hi,
That's
Opal.
you.
Hi,
That's
baby.
you.
Yeah. Oh, she's very like cautious here. I don't believe him. There's another dog.
No, she's
He
a
might
sweetheart.
not know what she looks like anyway. You know, she needs a mirror. Really
Yeah,
confuse her
she's still
then.
learning.
Should I go ahead and mute myself and connect to Yasmina and take some cards, okay?
Yes, go ahead.
All right.
Alrighty. Yes, you guys. In the meantime, I would like to say, if you'd like to book a wait, what?
I don't have my cards. I'll
Oh,
be back.
okay. Well, I'm gonna pick somebody as well. Let's see. Oh, my sister's here. Say hi to my sister, guys. And let's see. We're gonna do Melissa Ray de Hoyos. Melissa Ray de Hoyos. Why will my most recent love interest come back? Will my most recent love interest come back? Well, let's find out. Let's see. I'm gonna do the pendulum as well, but I'm gonna pull a few cards first. For Melissa Ray de Hoyos. Will my most recent love interest come back? Okay. It's looking like you guys got a little bit of work to do. You said my last name perfect and no one ever does. Well, good, I'm glad. Let's see. You guys got some work to do, you and this person. And what I mean by that is that there was something, I don't know exactly what happened, obviously, but yeah, there's something that obviously disrupted the connection. So it's going to require effort. It's going to require collaboration, working together. So that's the main message I'm getting here, is that you guys, if you ever wanted to work, you need to learn how to work together through conflict. You guys need to learn how to work together through the fights, or through the when you guys aren't seeing eye to eye, when you disagree, when you are butting heads, essentially. Because that's really important. That's like one of the sorry, I'm trying to turn this fan off. Okay. One of the really essential parts of a relationship is learning how to remain on the same team while in disagreement. And that's really hard to do. It's really hard to do, especially when there's like heavy emotions involved. Communication breaks down, and it, maybe overwhelm sets in. Maybe you're triggered. Maybe they're triggered. There's a variety of factors here, but I'm going to give you advice to give it some space and try a different approach when the dust settles. Because I do see that there was a bond. I do see that there was that there's a apology coming. Whether that's from you or them, I'm not sure. Maybe you both need to apologize to each other. That's typically how it goes. You both need to apologize. And you may not feel like you have to, or you may not feel like you should. Or you're like, maybe you're like, I'm owed the apology. Well, keep in mind that a relationship is two people. A dynamic takes two people to create. And while there are situations where, you know, somebody is definitely at fault and definitely, you know, instigated or made something worse. Here's the thing. That's a entirely different can of worms, right? And it doesn't really help. So like blaming and making someone at fault doesn't help the bond of a relationship, and it doesn't help the partnership to people working together. What I like to say, instead of fault and blame, what we need is accountability and empathy. Because if both people have accountability, well, there's no reason to blame or fault, because both people are taking accountability for what they've done, for what they said, for how they behaved, for the way they miscommunicated or failed to communicate. So if both people are taking accountability, there's no need to point a finger or fault and blame. And when both people are taking accountability and they also care about each other and how each other feels and how one another's behavior made the other feel, then there's empathy there. And through that, through accountability and empathy, fault and blame dissipate, go out the window. There's teamwork that happens. There's an understanding that is reached. There is, new opportunities that become available. I would say this. There was a sense of unbalance in this dynamic, and it came from, I'm feeling like it came from the other person mostly. So you can take that and you can like kind of, you know, stroke your own ego with that a little bit. Like it definitely was majority them. However, here's the thing. If you want to work, you have to decide, is this the type of person I want to be with? Somebody, if they're not taking accountability, do you want to be with somebody who doesn't take accountability, who doesn't apologize, who you feel like you have to carry extra weight for because they're not doing their part in cleaning up their side of the street? If that, I don't think you should do any of that. But if this person is willing to show up, willing to clean up their side of the street, you see the needle moving, you see some sort of effort, or at least you've seen that in the past and you guys are just in a rough spot, well then I advise you to just try and hear them out and have some sort of mutual apology and compromise um, type of conversation. The thing is that I think this person undercuts you in a way that's like shady. Because the throwing shade card came out, and so I'll read it to you. So this might be something you want to kind of reassess and think if you really want to be with this type of person. If this resonates, that is. So the throwing shade card, it's one thing to directly tear someone down, but it is another to do so under a shadow of contentment. Both are wrong and indirect ways of communicating our true feelings, and both won't permit any resolution to be found. Passive aggressive behavior is a killer with a smile, and it is often the slights between the words that cut people the deepest. So, not only is it, I feel like, this person might say certain things that you know what they mean because you've had conversations with them about something, and maybe they're like poking at you in a way, or like tearing you down in some way by making these references or inferences, right? They're inferring something without actually saying it. But here's the thing. There could be one of two things going on there. You could very well just be misinterpreting what's happening. Maybe that person isn't actually doing that, and you think, oh, because we had this conversation and we reached that understanding, unless it's like clear as day that that's, was an understanding that was reached. But is there room for maybe that happening to be I'm sorry, for it happening to be something that maybe that person didn't understand what you were talking about. Maybe it's only come up one time. Maybe you kind of mentioned it and they weren't really listening that moment. And so it became a thing where you're like, well, they should know this. Here's the thing, what I'm getting at. Obviously, use your discernment. If it's something that's a repetitive pattern, then you can pretty much say that, you're for certain. And this person's definitely, being shady. However, there is the possibility of, I'm sorry, you have to keep in mind and remember that it's not always a one and done thing. You can't always expect somebody to just take all the information in once you say it one time. You might have to communicate your boundaries. You might have to ask and remind somebody, hey, remember we talked about this. You have to bring things human behavior is very ingrained in us, right? Our behaviors, our individual behaviors. So things don't shift overnight. Just because you talked about something with somebody and you set a boundary doesn't mean they're never going to violate that again. You have to use your discernment and understand and really ask yourself, is this person intentionally violating this and they're doing it in a malicious way? Or is there room for you to see, hey, they're human too. They slipped up. I get it. And I'm willing to have forgiveness for that. So again, use your discernment. It's very important. I'm going to say that I'm more on the side that I don't think this person is who you really are making them out to be in your mind. I don't think that you're going to get the apology you deserve. I don't think that a sense of balance really is going to be reached with this person. I think you should probably um, cut your ties and move on, because I don't see this really being a healthy addition to your life at this time. Yeah, see, look, the 10 of Swords came out, and then the 9 of Swords is also there. So it's a lot of heartbreak, it's a lot of pain, it's a lot of torment, and the 7 of Cups just popped out. And that is a decision that needs to be made. And there's good choices and bad choices. And are you making these choices for yourself? Are you making the healthy choices for yourself? Is what I have to ask. Or are you making choices that involve making excuses for someone else for their poor behavior and their disrespect? That's really, really what it comes down to. So, Melissa, do you choose yourself? That's the question I want to leave you with. Are you going, when does the time come when you choose yourself? Because I feel like you have chosen others for so long. Look, prepare. This is preparing you for something. This is preparation for something. As long as you keep doing what you've always done, you're always going to get the same results. Do you want to stay with somebody who's going to end up like all the others, like, treating, or do you want to lean into this discomfort a bit and kind of sit there and understand that this is in preparation for the life you do want, for the fulfillment, for the meaningful relationship and connection that you so badly crave? Who am I? Ultimately, it's to show you who you are, because no matter what, our own version of ourselves will be reflected back to us through the relationships we build. So when and there's no way around this. So a lot of times we'll and then there's like that subconscious veil, right? So we don't always know exactly how we feel about ourselves deep down. But guess what? When we're really hurt and we're at our lowest, the things that go through our mind in that moment, how we talk to ourselves, that inner critic that comes out, that's really harsh, that's how you truly feel about yourself. That's how all of us truly feel about ourselves, right? Is that voice. Not the one that's like when you're like, somebody's like, do you love yourself? And you're like, of course I do. Of course I do. Right? Do your actions prove that though? Do your actions prove you love yourself? Are you choosing yourself? Or are you making excuses for others and choosing others at the expense of your well-being? So that's who you need to, this is in preparation for you, and you need to get to know, who are you really? What, like, what's really going on in that in the subconscious, in the deeper part of your, not just the surface level, because our brain lies to us. Our brains, it's really funny. Our brain will totally have us in Delulu land, right? And we'll be like, well, this, that, and the other, and we'll make all these elaborate excuses to explain very simple things that, you know, just shouldn't be happening. So I want you to contemplate that. I'm gonna pull a couple of these. Yeah, there's a fear here. Look at that. Fear, anger, and strength. There's a fear here. You're running off of fear. You're running off of fear, which is why you're not choosing yourself. And it angers you. And there's a lot of anger and resentment involved in the fact that this keeps happening, I feel. But this is ultimately for you to build strength. There's a cleanse that needs to happen, a cleansing. And so I just wish you the best on that journey. That's all I have for you this evening. I hope it resonates, and I wish you the best in your circumstances. Thank you.
Wow. That was great. Wonderful. Thank you. All right. It's Mina. Hi. Okay. So we're going to actually look at kind of the end of October, November, December, and then the new year. I love it when next month I'll just do New Year for everybody. The card that represents you, Yasmina, is the Sun card, which is my card for. It's a happy, successful card. It's my card for possible career offer. So this could be something that's coming in for you, some kind of opportunity. I have you working well with people. This is that energy over you. So this is always a positive card. A man steps in, and this is going to be in the new year, past January, in importance. So I get a very caring, loving man. He's a king of cups. Sometimes they like to be around water, in the water, doing something on the water, but kind, devoted, loyal, trustworthy. So it comes in the future in importance and priority. Also, this can be someone who is a dad energy, or someone who might be a really good dad someday. Past position is a little bit stuck on seeing clearly to make a decision. But that's okay. It's my minor stuck card, and it is in the past position. So when we look at October, there is this reminder that you have a really strong happily ever after in your future. So I do get success over a lifetime card. Very, very good card here. In November, I get the Ace of Cups, which is open heart, blessings, and joy. Having an open heart for love and all these wonderful things in the world. It is also, FYI, a fertility card. Now let's go to December, where I feel like you're waiting to see what's going to happen. We're waiting for some kind of results in the first 2 weeks of December. Mid to end of December, I have you traveling. It's more of an adventure than it is anything else. So I feel like this is very good to close out the year. In January, you have a very strong card of the High Priestess. This is high psychic, intuitive abilities. You might be getting a new intuitive gift, or really getting psychic messages in the first 2 weeks of January. Follow your gut feeling, because this is a strong, powerful card that shows that you have the abilities. Mid to end of January, you have the Lover's card. It's all about making choices in love and romance for mid to end of January 2025. And those are the highlights for your 3 months, with a little bit of October there. And best of luck to you. It looks pretty good.
That was lovely, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see.
I'll pick someone and I'll put that person in the comments.
Where is it?
Please
Okay,
share
here
the
we go.
show, everybody. Share the show.
Onessa, a random reading. Okay. I'm going to take that as meaning a general reading and just give you a general. Before I do that, though, I told Melissa Ray de Hoyos that I would do the pendulum as well. And I can already tell you what the pendulum's going to say, but because I'll tell you this, the person is going to come back. You guys will, yeah. I mean, it's going to say yes, but I'm advising you to do better for yourself, if you know what I mean, because I don't feel like that person treats you right. But that's not up to me to decide. But let's see. So I'm thinking of your question, and then it's going front and back, which is a yes. So yeah, that person's gonna come back, Melissa. But you have to really assess and like, does that person value you and treat you the way you deserve to be treated? Or are you settling in some way and accepting less than what you want because you just want that companionship and that love? Because I would argue that if a person's disrespectful and not, treating you poorly and just making excuses, like it continues and they're just like, they've always got, here's the thing, excuses versus reasons, right? A reason explains something and then offers a solution and the problem goes away. An excuse just allows the problem to continue. So that's the difference. So if this person it's just continuing to treat you some way, and they've always got some other reason. Well, I don't think they ever intend on doing any differently and treating you any differently. So just keep that in mind, okay? Um, Onessa. Let's see what comes out for you. You got the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the World. At the bottom of the deck, which you don't see coming, is the Two of Wands. I'm gonna pull some clarifying cards real quick. All right, Onessa. I don't know. I don't know what's currently happening in your love life, or if in your in the dating world, or your romantic life, whatever you want to call it. But I do see this. I see that there's an opportunity here for something like a new emotional awakening, like some sort of like intimate connection with another. But there's a blockage that keeps you from receiving the true benefit of that. And this is due to some sort of past pain that you've had. There's Okay, I'm kind of getting mixed messages here. You have a big wall up, like a you're trying to protect yourself. Um, and you think that this does protect you. But what it actually does on us is it pushes people away. It doesn't protect you. It actually hurts you. There's, the in response to heartbreak, it's very common. A lot of people do this. They think that, oh, I've been hurt and I don't want to be hurt again, so I'm going to close it up. I'm going to close it up. I'm going to put my heart is not available, and I'm putting a wall up, and I'm no. And while there's somewhat of a benefit to that, right, as you're healing, there's a very, 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 um, how do I say, fine line to where that can become unhealthy. Because while society even talks like a really, really, it's normal, we've normalized this, and a lot of people like think it's like a sign of strength. It's totally not. Is that being like cold-hearted and being closed off and not letting people in and not trusting people actually is a big sign that you've been hurt, and there's a lot of I don't want to call it weakness, but um, there's a lot of work that needs to be done there, because that's no way to view the world. And we need companionship, and we need to open our hearts, and we need to have human connection, right? It's a requirement. Whether, I mean, I don't think you're a person that's going to say no, it's not, but like some people don't believe it is, right? And like whether they want to say that, whether they want to believe that or not, it's proven that it is a requirement. I mean, um, I am spacing on the name right now. If my if sis, if you're watching, please give me the name of that experiment with the monkeys. They did an experiment where they had baby monkeys, right? And they had the baby monkeys with the real mother, and then they had the baby monkeys with the robot, like fake metal mother that they kind of dressed up and gave, but they gave like the mother's milk to all the monkeys, right? And the ones that didn't have a real mom and didn't have the like actual connection, they all died. I mean, it's a terrible experiment, right? But they all died, and this is the same type of. I mean, think about it. When you're a newborn, like you don't, you're not self-sufficient, right? But anyway, it goes deeper than that, and it shows that like you could see experiments done, not experiments, but studies done on people who are in solitary confinement in prison, and they actually go insane. They go mentally insane, and they develop a lot of mental issues because they don't have that human connection. They don't have that interaction, right? um it becomes extremely lonely. It takes a toll on us. So anyway, that's just two separate examples of what I'm saying, of like it is a necessity. And if you're interested in learning more about that, you can go search that on your own. I don't have time for all that here, but um you closing your heart off is probably the thing that will hurt you more than any other person ever could. So you need to actually not avoid, see, look at this, love. You need to not try to avoid pain, but you need to learn how to navigate it, and you need to learn how to deal with it, because it's going to happen, and it's inevitable, and people will hurt you, and that's just, I mean, I'm sorry to say, that's just the way it goes. But the answer is not trying to avoid that and get away from it, because since it is inevitable, when it does happen, you're always just going to be devastated and totally broken down to your last bit of nothing every time it happens, as long as you're trying to avoid it. But instead, what you could do is learn how to manage it and navigate it. So, like, God forbid it happens. We're not saying, oh, it's always going to happen, and you're just, there's no way you're ever going to find happiness. Like, I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying that when you learn how to manage it and you learn how to navigate it, it becomes less of a toll. It takes less of a toll on you. It becomes something actually that you're able to find empowerment from through the process. And it ultimately leads you to your happiness, your fulfillment, the life you want, and meaningful relationships. So I urge you to open your heart back up and to try again, because through the hardship of that, you will. The only way I was just talking to my sister about this actually. The only way out is through. The only way out is through. There's no way around. You have to go through. So I say all that to say this. There's an end of a cycle here. There's this opportunity for an emotional situation with somebody, but you have heartbreak in the way from the past. So you don't trust. You then project that onto this person. This person wanted to give you loyalty. I don't think they're in the picture anymore, though. They wanted to give you loyalty. But you had a wall up, and it came to an end. Or maybe you thought something was happening and going on with this person. You thought they were lying to you. You thought they were, messing around. But they weren't. They weren't. And it was a projection. It was a fear. I love that fear and love came out here. I'm going to say this. There's two feelings that drive everything in this world. You can trace every action and behavior we do back to one of two things, and that's either love or fear. Which one are you making decisions based from? Because if you're making them through love, you would understand that, being vulnerable and opening up to somebody is giving the softest and most at risk part of yourself to somebody else, and allowing them the opportunity to fully step on it and fully crush it and fully exploit it, right? And you're willing to take that chance and risk anyway, because you know that you love yourself, and you're able, and you know that you're going to be okay, and you know that you want that person's going to fail if they try to do that, because nobody else can tell you who you are. You tell people who you are. And so that somebody else's opinion or misinterpretation or disrespect doesn't define that for you. That's moving out of love. Moving out of fear would be closing your heart off, saying, I can't ever trust again. Saying, I know that everyone's lying to me. I know that I'll never be in love again the way I once was. That's fear. Ultimately, Onessa, I do see you trying to have a conversation with this person. It doesn't really go though. It doesn't really work out though. You need to let go of something. You need to let go of them, maybe. And I do see a new direction for you. Where that leads you, I'm not sure, but I don't. I think you've got a little journey here of self-discovery and of learning how to reopen, open your mind again, open your faith, your trust, and your heart once more. Don't let the actions or behaviors of others dictate the way you view the world and the future, because not everybody's the same. But it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy if you project onto the world that everybody's the same. And that, I mean, it's so subtle that you won't even know it's happening. Yeah, look at this. Wow. I'm going to leave it at this. Sabotage. Let go of the story. The story you tell yourself about the world, about people, about the way things are going to go, and how you can't trust, and that you need to close your heart, and how hurt you've been and you'll never love again. That story is nothing but sabotaging to your life, to your happiness, to the opportunities that are available to you. So you need to let go of that story. And you need and everybody has their own way, individual way of doing that. But I will tell you this, the answer is not outside of you. The answer is within you. So turn off your mind and get into your emotions and get into your body and check in. So the mind knows nothing. That's why I was always thinking, right? Because it doesn't know. So you need to listen to your heart. And so turn off your mind and get into your body. Okay, that's all I have for you this evening. I hope it resonates.
You know what? You have a really nice comment from someone that says, even though the reading's not for her, she resonates and gets so much out of your advice. I
Oh,
thought that was lovely.
well, thank
That
you.
was wonderful. So I'm going to be doing Tracy in a minute. But when I ran out, I had to go to the front of the house because we had 4 deliveries. Nobody was here. So I had to get them in. But I have the very first book that we've gotten that isn't a proof. That is Stephen's book without that big thing across here. Here's Adam's Universe, the very first book we got printed, and I have a whole box of them. And so it is for sale right now on Amazon. And here's my cute son right there. And my son is an adult and he is autistic. And he had this story about sci-fi adventures and aliens. Ended up being the #1 hot release on Amazon, by the way.
Oh,
Thank you. And it was ranked 9 overall, and it's ahead of the game as far as the categories of aliens and stuff. But in there, my son went through a lot of stuff, and sometimes when you're a challenged person, you get bullied, and you have a lot of people take advantage of you. Maybe they want to do that for money or whatever. And so he wrote this into the story, all the challenges and also some of the things that they experience, like not liking to look at plaids, loud noises or lights, stuff like that, is written into it for autism awareness. So, you guys, this is a great book for anybody to read. Matter of fact, the best review we got was someone in their late 20s wanting more. So anyway, there's the book is out, and you guys got to see the very first copy. I'm so excited. Okay, Tracy, hi. Okay, Tracy. Let me tell you. You said you're a little lost at the moment. Let me tell you what I do see coming in for you. Now, you have the worry card. First one here is worry, too much worry. Bring it down. You don't have to worry that much. I've got a lot of good stuff coming in. Now, crossing you in temporary energy, something coming in is work. And so I do see that at the end of your reading. So I'll tell you about that in a minute. Now, we have we have 3 people in your reading. In the future, we have a very money minded woman. And sometimes they come in and give us great financial advice, things like that. Now, this could be you or someone else. I think it might be someone else that comes in to help you in the future. It shows me in the past there may have been something unexpected that happened, something that might have been a little bit of a crisis for you. That's in the past. You have great cards here. I see you going after your desires and reaching your goals. Okay. Tracy, you're going to make a change for the better in your home, your career. Maybe you're going to go see the world. You have a wonderful card of going after what you want. You're not going to be lost at all. Now, I do get a Queen of Swords here. Now, this might be you. I get a very strong woman. I get someone who is intelligent, someone who has a justice theme with what's right and wrong. And I get very much a leader. If you feel this isn't you, this is a great person to come into your life. So I love this card so much. It's a Queen of Swords. Now, there's a man that comes in for you with love. So I get a good guy. I feel really good about this guy. I feel like he's kind, devoted, loyal. I like this guy. Now you might see him more on the water because I was like getting this like on the lake or getting in the lake or something like that. So I feel like this guy likes to be where the water is. It's very good for him. But there is this first love, like this first love card coming in. This is the Page of Cups, and that's the messenger of love, romance, and good news. So I feel like that somebody's coming in romantically for you. Now let's talk about money and work. I get this card of good news of money. So I think you're going to get a hint before it happens that, hey, I think some money's coming in for me. And how I get the new job card, new stream of money, new opportunity with finances. So I get that you have either a brand new job or a promotion, or you've got some kind of way that stream of money is going to come in for you. So you're going to find out, hey, I think something's coming in money wise, and you're right. So you'll have this opportunity to either have different work, make more money, or have a new project that will make money. And that's what I have for you, Tracy.
That was lovely, Debbie. I was hearing you. I just wasn't on the camera.
That's fine. Do you want to do your QR code?
Yes. So, you guys, I do a lot more than just tarot readings. And if you'd like to take a look at all of the services I have to offer, you can scan this QR code that's about to pop up and take a look at my booking site and book a private session with me. Music by Lopra, Lowprah, Lopra.
Oh, I want a session on chakra balancing. I don't do the
That one's
chakras.
fun.
Got to do
Those are
that.
fun. So the way we do a chakra balancing is wait, hold on. I take out my selenite with all the chakras on it, right?
I love selenite.
So you can see all of them there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have these little heart gemstones, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, those are neat.
Little heart gemstones, and we put those as a representation of the chakras, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
So for the root, we put a red one, and all that,
Oh.
so on and so forth. We go up, right? And so I line those up, and then I take my pendulum, and I either sit with you, or we're on the phone, or on a video chat, or whatever, and I tap into your energy, and we just hold it over, and the pendulum will tell me if that chakra is open
Mm-hmm.
and flowing, or if it's open and not flowing, or if it's closed, or if it's just completely blocked. And it will do that by, the different types of movements it makes over each one. So with each of those, I take a note of that, right? And then I pull one card for each and kind of give a intuitive message with that. And then the best part of the chakra reading is then after that, whichever ones you have blocked or closed or not flowing, I will give you a personalized, individual, comprehensive plan for either 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months that you of your choosing, and for you to do at home, date weekly, or bi-weekly rituals to reopen those chakras and get them flowing again. And then we do a check-in after, and you let me know how it
Whoa.
went. And
That's cool.
anybody who's ever done it and actually followed the plan has always said it worked. So
All
yeah,
right.
that one's really fun.
That'd
That's
be
why
fun.
it's a little more expensive, but it's fun. It's
Yeah.
really worth it. It's totally worth
Yeah,
it.
it is. It is to get that all fixed. Oh, Nicole, thank you. Love your show, by the way. Thank you.
All right. Yes. Thank you guys so much. We greatly appreciate all of you and all the support and just everything. Thank you for all the return people. Thank you for the new people. Please share the show. Don't forget to like it. It's very important. And we'll be back here on Friday. Oh,
Now,
yeah, on Friday.
Friday.
It's not actually my birthday till Saturday, but we're celebrating on Friday.
Yes.
So
And
on
presents from the fans and me. You already have them and you haven't peeked.
No, I haven't. They're still in the boxes right here.
Okay. And you're going to open the presents from us on Friday. We'll
Yeah.
have a celebration and sing. Everybody has to sing. So I'm really excited for it. It's going to be so fun.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
You,
Yeah.
you, you guys didn't have to.
Yes, we
No,
did.
but thank you. No, but thank you, thank you, thank you. I am
You're
very
welcome.
grateful. So
I
on
just,
Friday we're gonna do with Fluid Friday, but it's gonna
uh-huh.
be Maddie Friday because it's my birthday. And then yeah, we'll be here at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So don't miss it.
And Monday and Wednesdays and Fridays. But I'm going to just kind of throw this out, Maddie. I was thinking like the week of Thanksgiving, we might take off.
Oh, okay, yeah,
You know,
that makes
if
sense.
we have a lot of, family stuff going on or something like that.
Hmm.
But anyway, other than these times and, that we have to take off, we are supposed to be here 3 times a week. So if we didn't get to you, please come back Friday and say, we didn't get to me. And if it's
Yeah,
your birthday, let us know also. We'll sing.
it's your birthday.
Well, I saw that we are finished with our hour, so it's time to
Yes.
go.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a lovely evening, a safe evening, and we'll see you on Friday. But thanks for joining us.
Be here for the
Bye.
birthday.